What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, Ramble RTS Mobile Gaming, bring you another fantastic Age of Empires mobile video for you today. Today we are fighting our good buddy Lee Zai Gaming over the Vic leader. We'll be comparing three different Mulan builds. We'll try and keep this video short and sweet. Right now I am rocking with a low healing, very high damage for Mulan, high crit rate build on Mulan. I'm going to try and out-damage my buddy here. He is level 100 with level 35 skills. I'm level 90 with level 30 skills. So he has a little bit of an advantage there, plus a little bit higher troop count. But overall, we're a fairly even composition. And I've done a lot of testing with him over the last couple days. So again, shout out to Lee Zai Gaming here. He has a YouTube channel. He does live streaming. We were checking his live stream out over the weekend, so I'll actually share his build, a link to his channel in my video description here. So we have fought him with two different setups here today. Okay, first we use a higher support hero, low crit build, focusing more on supports, actually contributing to damage output. This build that we just did right now that performs slightly worse, and again there's RNG mixed in, is doing less damage with supports but more crit for Mulan. So that's the difference. Let's take a look at the actual performance here and then go from there. I'll start with the stats. We can compare Mulan versus Mulan. And here we can see we really did push our Mulan, who is 10 levels lower. The skills are 5 levels lower. We can see that we definitely pushed Mulan into a massive, massive nuking setup, where she really is taking off and doing great damage, even better damage than with the other setup. The problem is, as you can clearly see here, Josephine was a much better value add, and also his Attila did pretty substantial damage. I don't know if you see that, but he did double my damage. So there is a 8,000 damage swing from Attila, plus a little bit more damage and healing from Josephine compared to Ronnie. Ronnie is giving more damage bonuses to Mulan. So the offset, let me just start by saying I'm not upset with the performance here. Let's remember, he does have level 100 heroes. He does have level 35 skills. They all do higher damage than my skills, right? 273, for example, on the signature, versus my Mulan over here is only doing 246. So there is a little bit of a variance there. So I'm not upset with this performance. He also has a very strong Mulan setup with really, really great gear. I'm working on my gear. He's got a couple levels ahead of me on all of his gear, and I'm missing a few pieces. But I think this was a great performance. This is exactly what I'm looking for in my testing. I'm really happy with this damage output from Mulan. I just need to find a way to get some better value out of Attila. His damage is really, really awful using critical insight instead of weak spot attack. And also, let's look at the details, because I feel like his Attila procced. I procced a lot of these. Wow. This is the, how does this even proc? Is it just what is this? What's that? It just all the time? It's just all the time. So I had 7 turns in this fight. I guess that's what that means. We had a similar number of triggers, but for some reason my Attila did way lower damage. Again, he does have level 35 skills, so it's just such a big gap. And then you do have to keep in mind that Act of Mercy, I have this actually at level 27. It's not even fully leveled up. Act of Mercy doubles in its damage as the enemy loses HP, so whatever damage bonus he has over than me gets multiplied by another 100% as my HP drops below 50%. So he did great damage here. I'm not upset about the damage. What we're trying to decide is, lineup-wise, do we like Ronnie instead of Josephine? And skill-wise, do we like crits instead of damage output and more healing? That's what we're trying to decide today. And I can see that he does have weak spot attack on Josephine, which is going to boost Josephine's damage. And she did do pretty decent damage in this report. Overall, more damage than Ronnie or Attila, plus incredible healing. So let's take a look at the other report that I did, okay, where I actually switched out the critical skills and I was using more support damage skills on them. So you'll notice here that I actually have almost 7-8% lower damage on Mulan without the crit. So I don't know how many crits I landed. I don't know how the crits even scale in this game yet. We're still trying to figure these things out. But for sure, I had lower damage on Mulan and higher damage on these two heroes using double damage skills on both of them. So here I did use weak spot attack, okay, and active mercy on Attila. And then I also had King's Blade here, which is a decent damage booster. King's Blade will boost the damage, high chance to boost the damage for 3 seconds of all my heroes, so that's pretty good as well. It's not a bad support skill. I do like that. I don't know if this skill is doing enough healing to even use. Like, I don't know. Bloodthirst, it clearly isn't healing much. The damage is low. Like, I don't even know. 25% activation chance is pretty good. We'll have to reassess this particular build. This build did slightly better in the fighting. Overall, I think having a little bit more balanced damage we found was more effective. But I really like the idea of having this crit. I think if I can max out the crit skills, instead of getting whatever 20% crit I can get now, when I have them max ascended and max level, it'll be closer to 34-35% bonus crit rate to Mulan. I think that's when we'll really start to see the returns. Once Mulan is really up there and triggering a lot of crits, I think that's when we're going to really start to see returns on the crit build. So I think early game, I've now decided. Early game, it's probably stronger to just run the Mulan, Attila, Ronnie setup. Josephine is also a great option. As you can see, it obviously beat me here, but it was a pretty close fight overall. Double damage on Mulan, Active Mercy, Weak Spot seemed to be the best combination. I did some combo attacks with Double Strike on her as well, but it's kind of redundant. If you're using Attila and you're using Ronnie, they both give Double Strike to Mulan. You really don't need the Double Strike skill on Mulan to make that build happen, okay? So, alright folks, if you have enjoyed today's video, please feel free to like and subscribe. Again, we just compared 3 builds here. Oh, did I show you the Lizai Gaming skills? You can see them here, right? I think we talked about all the skills here. He's using the same skills on Mulan, same skills on Attila as me. The only difference is Josephine, her signature skill does fantastic healing here, okay? And it has a chance to trigger on basic attack, which is great. So she benefits greatly from being paired with Attila. There is a lot of synergy there. A lot of healing comes from the signature skill. And then she's using Protracted Battle, which is going to recover your troops after you launch 6 normal attacks. And again, with Attila's Double Strike, you'll be slamming these out. Honestly, what I would like to see, Josephine does have a Double Strike skill. I would actually like to see maybe Josephine with Double Strike instead of Weak Spot Attack. I don't know if Weak Spot Attack, it obviously did a little bit of damage, but if you had Double Strike, she'll be getting more attacks anyways, and she'll be triggering more of both heals, which could be really, really incredible. So I think we'll actually test this build next. I'll take Ronnie out of the combination. I'll put Josephine in, and I'll run double attack on Josephine to see if we can have a high double attack state and really, really make some incredible work there. Okay, so, alright folks, if you have enjoyed today's video, please feel free to like and subscribe. Again, shout out to Lizai Gaming for dueling with me and testing some of these Mulan setups. Happy to post these for you, my fantastic viewers. Love you long time. Randy, out.